Hello guys, welcome. Today I will demonstrate update 𝘲𝑄𝑖𝗲 action that support changing the payload of input parameter without modifying the status of a 𝘲𝑄𝑖𝗲. I will show how we can update JSON object in input parameter by searching an invoice record in a CSV file without updating the status of a invoice record in a 𝘲𝑄. Let's open the input 𝘲𝑄. We have only one 𝘲𝑄𝑖𝗲 with status queued. The input parameter contains the invoice ID which we'll be looking for in a CSV file. The CSV file is stored in a file folder. The flow will search for a record by invoice ID and update the invoice detail input parameter of a 𝘲𝑄𝑖𝗲. Let's build desktop flow from the scratch. We will start with reading CSV file. Add read from CSV file action. Select the full file path of input CSV file. Go to advanced and toggle on first line contains column name parameter and save the action. The output of this action is a data table. Next, we will fetch 𝘲𝑄𝑖𝗲s with queue status using get 𝘲𝑄𝑖𝗲 by filter action. Choose 𝘲𝑄 from dropdown. Enter FetchXML query in filter row parameter. Attribute represent column names to be fetched and filter tag is used for filtering the queued items. The status code value 0 represent queued status. Post that add for each item to iterate 𝘲𝑄 items returned by previous action. Choose output variable of last action as its input and rename variable as 𝘲𝑄 and save the action. Inside for each block, add filter data table action to get the invoice record by its ID. Choose the output of read from CSV action in data table parameter. Click edit to apply filter query. Under column, enter invoice ID. In the value, select the value of 𝘲𝑄𝑖𝗲 input value. Click done and save this action. To check if invoice record exists in CSV file or not, add if action. Select the rows count property of filter data table action and choose greater than in operator. Enter numeric 0 in second parameter and save it. After that, add set variable action inside if action block. Rename the variable as invoice JSON object. In value parameter, enter JSON string. The value of each property is set from the output of filter table action. The 0 index represents the first row and the second indexer is the column name. Save this action. Finally, we will add update 𝘲𝑄𝑖𝗲 to update the payload of input parameter. Add this action just below the set variable action. Choose work queue item from the drop down. Select unchanged from the status drop down. Pass the value of invoice JSON object in input parameter. Add appropriate processing node and save this action. Now our desktop flow is ready. Let's run and test it. The flow runs successfully without any error. Let's first check the flow variables. The CSV table contains records in data table. The filter data table variable contains only a specific invoice record. Invoice JSON object holds the JSON object latest value from the CSV file. There are two more variable, collection of queued items and a variable used for each iteration. Let's verify the output by going back to work queue item, refresh the list. You can see input parameter is being modified and we can see the updated processing notes as well. The status of this item is unchanged, that is queued. So that's it. For more videos on feature update and use cases, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.